Donald Trump has now announced a full blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. Yes, the same leader who just days ago promised to free Hormuz is now preparing to block all ships from entering or leaving it. And that sudden shift is raising serious questions. Is this strategy or a major policy flip? Let's break this down.
Effective immediately, the United States Navy, the finest in the world, will begin the process of blockading any and all ships trying to enter or leave the Strait of Hormuz.
Strait of Hormuz is one of the world's most critical oil choke points. Nearly 1/5 of global oil supply passes through this narrow stretch. For weeks, tensions have been building between the United States and Iran, with Iran accused of laying mines and even charging tolls to ships passing through. Now, here's where things take a sharp turn. After failed talks, especially on Iran's nuclear program, Trump made a sweeping announcement. He said, effective immediately, the United States Navy will begin the process of blockading all ships trying to enter or leave the Strait of Hormuz. Not just Iranian ships, not just suspicious vessels, all ships. Trump justified this by calling Iran's actions world extortion. He accused Tehran of threatening global shipping by claiming there may be mines and allegedly collecting tolls from vessels passing through. And he went further. He ordered U.S. forces to intercept any ship that has paid money to Iran for passage, even in international waters. But here's the contradiction critics are pointing out. Just recently, Trump's stance was very different. He said the U.S. would reopen Hormuz, escort tankers, and ensure free passage. The message was clear: keep trade flowing, protect global energy supply. Now, instead of opening the strait, the U.S. itself is preparing to shut it down. And that's why many are calling this move embarrassing and contradictory, a shift from protector of free navigation to enforcer of a naval blockade. Critics argue this undermines U.S. credibility. It sends mixed signals to allies and global markets. But Trump's supporters see it differently. They say this is classic maximum pressure strategy. If Iran is using the strait to extract money, then shut it down completely until they back off. Trump himself made that clear. He said the goal is to eventually reach a point where all being allowed to go in, all being allowed to go out, but only if Iran stops its actions. But the rhetoric is escalating fast. Trump warned that any Iranian attack would be met with overwhelming force. He claimed Iran's military capabilities are already weakened and said the U.S. is locked and loaded. So what does this mean for the world? A blockade in Hormuz is not just a regional issue. It impacts global oil prices, shipping routes, and economic stability. Even the threat of disruption can send markets into chaos. And there's another risk. A blockade, by definition, is an act of warlike escalation. If enforced aggressively, it could trigger direct confrontation between U.S. forces and Iran. So this is the big question now. Is this a bold move to stop what Trump calls Iranian extortion, or a risky reversal that could spiral into a wider conflict? From promising to free Hormuz to now preparing to block it entirely.
Subscribe to One India and never miss an update. Download the One India app now.